Okay, so you resigned on your last job in 2020, and then from there you decided to go back to school, and you were working through personal medical things, right? One of the things that I'm writing about right now, and it doesn't matter what I'm writing it for, but what I'm writing about
Mhm.
right now is this idea of interviewing questions. And I really want to make sure that you and everybody else who's in Inner Circle understands that we only want to answer what we're being asked. Nothing more, nothing less. Just answer what you're being asked. Now, one of the things, which is one of the foundational things to understand about interviews, not specifically your situation. Then on top of that, we have your situation where you resigned from an organization because it was a toxic environment. But to say something like that when you're talking to another employer, it can be a negative thing. So you don't really, and it's a whole
Mhm.
distraction. Instead, you still have a valuable opportunity to be able to say, I decided to leave so that I could return to school. That is a
Mhm.
completely acceptable answer, and you can leave it that way. Or what is another completely acceptable answer is that you had to leave so that you can handle some things medically or some things personally related to health. But if you answer that question in that way, two things. One, the employer is not going to come back and ask any additional questions about that first. But two, you have to be able to close the loop on your end saying, now I'm 100% ready to go to re-enter the workforce. So you have to close that loop on your end so that there's no looming questions on your health and are you going to leave again. So
Yep.
you don't even have to say anything related to a lack of career development. So there are safe answers and there are best practice answers. The answers that I gave you are safe.
Mhm.
I left to go
Mhm.
to school. I left, to handle some personal health things that are now handled and now I'm great. Now, but best practice answers are always within this framework. It's in the framework of I left my last organization to move towards something positive rather than saying I left my last organization because I was leaving something negative. And so when you put that into an actual example, it's I left my last organization because I'm moving towards something positive can look like, oh, there was a promotional opportunity, there's a way to grow my career, this other place had career development, but you didn't leave to go to another company.
Mhm.
You left to further your education, which is great. You left to move towards something more positive. And then I would leave it like that to further my education.